Alright everybody, hello, welcome back to my channel. This is Morrow's Mission. If this is your first time watching the video, I talk about everything from sex, drugs, my 10 years in prison, fights I've lost, a bunch of bozo chronicles, some financial help that if any of you listen to what I said about Ethereum, look, I've never been wrong when I've tried to help you guys earn extra money. I don't have a job, and I got almost 10 grand in my account, my portfolio. I can show anybody. But all right, today Wayno524 requested this video, and like I said, I do every video that's requested from me. He wants me to make a video about how easy it is to get inside people's homes, because like he said, I gave a pretty good understanding of like what it is, prison for someone from LI and shit. And, he just wanted me to make a video about how easy it was for me to do my burglaries, because that's my MO, and that's why I did all that time. Because you guys who have seen my videos before, and the ones that have watched my videos before, welcome back, and I'm thankful for all of you viewers. But this video is also brought to you by founddesires.org. That's founddesires.org. That's my company. So I supported myself. But I got arrested for my burglaries, and then got violated when I came right home, violated right away. And while I was on the violation, they brought me back down to Long Island, hit me with another burglary, and because I robbed the house during that itty bitty time, because my friend needed money. So my friend needed money, and that's it. That's all I'll say. And what do you call it? Now I'm a predicate violent felon. If I get another one, I'm persistent violent. If they charge me as a persistent, you have to go to a certain court, and they say how they're going to do it. If they're going to just charge you as a predicate again, or just actually make it persistent this time. And that's 15 to life as a minimum. So I'm not going to nobody's house without their permission. I'm done with that. I'm done with breaking the law, but I'm definitely done with that. But, alright. What I used to do is, I used to do it by myself, but it's good because, I could be in someone's room, the master bedroom, and the car's pulling up in the driveway. Like, you always got to have, it's better to have two people. I mean, it's bad because you can have a rat, no matter how tight people are. I've seen gang members rat on their own gang members, their own bros rat on their own bros, all that shit. I've seen it all. But you do need two people. It is safer. So what I do is either drive or walk, but I'll do the driving part. We drive around developments. I'm in Long Island, so honestly, I hit that Stony Brook area, because they got good money in Stony Brook, and not everybody's got security up, like the alarms and shit like that, and you check, you can see the touchpad to shut off the thing from a window if there's the windows right there. But or they got the sign in there, that'd be another runaway. Once I found a good house, I'd be the one to make the decision, because I've been doing that shit since I was 13. That was my first arrest, 13 years old. But if I find a house that's good, I'm like, all right, that in my mind. I do this faster than I'm talking it, but this is what I'm thinking. I'm like, all right, that house is good. I think there's money in that house, and I like it. I just have a good feeling about that house. Then I look at both of the neighbors, because I don't want no car in the main house, the house I'm robbing. If there's a car there, there's a chance someone's there. I mean, there's a chance someone's not there, but there's a good chance someone's there. I look at the neighbors' houses, because that's important to me. And if the neighbors, I do it during work and school hours. That's the only time I do it. I don't do it at night and shit. But I look at the neighbors and see if they have cars in their driveway. And if they don't, or if one does, just one car, but the windows ain't really facing the house, that bad, I'd rather no cars be there, everybody be at work, at school with all their vehicles. I mean, there could still be someone there that doesn't have a job and doesn't have a car. Like, I don't have a car. You know what I mean? Like, someone tried to rob this house, it's on. You know what I mean? But I'd take my chances. And so if I was all right with both of those houses, I don't care what's behind. I don't care what the fuck is behind. You know, and I ran behind on one of the houses I did, but I think I told this story. But so then, okay, so we would drive up a couple houses away, like 5 houses away or something like that. And most of the time I did it in a vehicle, it was in a work vehicle. Like no sign, no sign, like a van, like a white van or a pickup truck. You know, it looked like a work vehicle. So we look like workers, if anybody's seen us, pull up, you know, I mean, walk up. So I'd go to the backyard. No, first I'd go to the front door. I'd knock on the door. If nobody answered, I knocked harder. Like, I mean, real hard. Like sounded like a cop harder, you know? And if nobody answered after a while, I would kick the door 3 times. Boom! And then I'd wait. Because I don't want somebody to be in that house and to be asleep or to be in the shower. I want them to hear that pounding and want to know what the fuck is pounding my front door. And then answer it. So then I know that's not the right house. Because it's different. It turns into a home invasion other than a second-degree burglary. You know what I mean? It's a whole new ball game when you're in a house with someone that owns the house or rents the house, you know, whatever. And if they answer the door, me and my friend, you know, I talk, you know what I mean? I'm like, yo, listen, we were just, me and my man were just walking my dog, and he has a leash, he's on a leash, but I got those leashes that wrap around your hand, and I let it slip off by, you know, wanting to pull it like that. It slipped off. That dog ran, and I seen him go over your fence to your backyard. Can I look in your backyard? You know, and then I play it off. Oh, Barry, you know, whatever fucking dog name I say, blah, 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 blah. And then I leave, and then I start again looking for exactly that. Now, after the kicking, boom, 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 I wait. Nobody answers the door. I know, okay, this is a good chance I could rob a house. And it was funny. Because me and my boy, we still robbed the house that day. Me and my boy did it. We did, you know, did all that shit. And then we went to the back, and we were about to break the sliding glass, the sliding door. You know what I mean? The glass sliding door, because there was like no easier ways to do it. And that's weird. My signs kicked on. But we were just about to do it, and then we see somebody sitting right fucking there. So we had to fucking tell them, you know, we're only in your backyard because, you know, we had a dog we were looking for, we were walking it, you know, and here's my number. If you see the dog, please call me, because I had to make it look legit, and I didn't want him to call it right there, and my phone not ring right there, you know what I mean? So, like an idiot, I didn't break the law, you know. I didn't rob the house, so I wasn't scared. And I left him my real cell phone number. Like, it might have been an idiot, it might not have been. It was just in case he decided to say, stay right here, let me call, make sure you give me the real number. And then what? If I ran, then you call 911, you know? That's attempted burglary. But I left. Later, I get a phone call from a woman. She takes care of that guy. That's like her brother or something, like, and he's like, there's something wrong with him, like with his head. He's not all there. And she said, you are not allowed in someone else's backyard. That's trespassing on private property. I could call the cops. I'm like, you know, I apologize and got her away. But you know, we'd go in the backyard, and I would just look. We would have gloves on, of course. I'd have my brown plumb, you know, the gloves I used when I plumb, because I was a plumber. And, you know, I'd look to see if any of the windows on the ground floor in the backyard were open. One time, I was like, yo, I'm checking that upstairs window because it was shaped like a stop sign. And I know we had that in my bathroom. We don't know more. But we had that in my bathroom, and that was never locked because you don't think anybody's going to go in through fucking there. And that's on the second fucking floor. So I take a fucking ladder that they have. I take their ladder, put their ladder up. I climb up, and I'm with my boy. I climb up. I open it up. The motherfucker opens up like I thought. I said, yo, we got it. We in there. So I start trying to get in, and I pull on, I'm holding on to the shower curtain rod, and as I'm pulling myself in, I'm leaning too hard on it, and it breaks, and then I fall in. I fall in head first. Boom! Right into the tub. Bust my ass. Hurt myself. But not where I couldn't get up, but I hurt myself. Fall from the window straight into the toilet bowl, head first. I mean, not the toilet bowl, the shower, head first. And then I lift my head up, and boom, there was a big fucking dog right by the bathroom. And I had two choices. Run and act scared and probably get my ass bit, or try something out. I went with plan B. Let me try something out. I'm like, hey boy, what's going on? But come here. Oh, and I started petting the dog. The dog starts wagging its tail. I'm scratching its ass and shit like that. And then more scratching its ass, the more excited it's getting. I'm like, you a good dog. You a good doggy. You know? And I let my man in from the downstairs, and we robbed the house. And, that was one of the houses I got caught for, back then. And he's like, how the fuck did you get around the fucking dog they have? Mike, it's a good dog. It's a good dog. You know what I mean? You just treat the dog good and the dog will act good, But, yeah, so I would look to see if any of them are open. If they weren't open and it didn't look good, like the second floor didn't look good, or there wasn't no ladder right there, then I have to break it. I have to break into it. Most of the time, we would have like a screwdriver, so we try to force the fucking thing to break the fucking lock part, like inside, because the windows are separate, So we try to put it in. I try to break it. If I couldn't break it like that, if I had a problem, like even just from the bottom, just snapping the fucking plastic locks, I would break the window. Once I broke the window, I'd stick my hand under, unlock the lock, open up the window, jump in the window, open up the door for my man, let him in, master bedroom, whether it's upstairs or it's it's a level ranch, master bedroom regardless, wherever it is. I ain't take no TVs, no computers. I ain't take none of that shit because I ain't walking out with a whole bunch of shit like that or making more than one trip. That's how you get caught, All I do is go to the master bedroom and I go right to the jewelry box. All that jewelry is going in my bag. Sometimes I would take the whole jewelry box, if it wasn't a big, box, because it was just easier than taking the jewelry out of each section. But so I take the jewelry from the jewelry box. My man would be checking the other shit too, and also he'd be checking to see if anybody was pulling up. And one time somebody did. I'll get to that. But I'd also check under the bed from people who leave money under the bed, or safes, little safes that they sell them at the like the bong store down by me. Magnetic safe, so you can put it under your bed or you can put it on anyway there's metal. So I look under there, look under the mattress, and I'd go in the underwear drawer, guys and girls underwear drawer, because I look for the envelope, like their stowaway money for vacation or for their bills. I would look for shit like that, and plenty of times I was right. It always paid off, and that's how I did it. That's how I did it. And after, I would be in the house a total of probably 5 to 6 minutes. Once I'm standing, not the part of pulling myself in. Once I'm standing, I run and find the master bedroom, the jewelry, check those drawers, check that fucking thing, check underneath. I fucked up and passed up a safe before. just because, like, I'm not carrying with two people a safe to a vehicle, you know, and there was probably tons of money in there, and I couldn't break a safe open, but that's how I would break into a house. That's my MO. That's the way I did it. You know, there's probably other people that did it their ways, maybe better ways, maybe worse ways. You know, where they didn't give a fuck. They just kick in the front door, kick in the door, wave in the 4-4. You know, all I heard was, you know, shit like that. But one time, we broke into a house, me and my man. No, this guy wasn't my man. Me and this guy, we broke into this house because we walked around the side of the backyard and I seen a hole in the house with insulation sticking out of it. And it fenced off, like around it. I'm like, yo, guarantee that hole leads into the house. That's for the dog to go in and out on, you know, to move, you know, to go outside, go in the backyard. He could choose when he or she, when they want to go outside. So we checked it out. You know, the gate wasn't locked. It's not the gate's locked. We checked it out, pulled the insulation, leads into the house. So we jumped into the house, and then find out we're in the garage. We're like, shit, this is the garage. No big deal. There's a garage door. Not the garage door that leads you out of the house. The garage door that leads you inside. And the second we opened that door, there was, I don't know what kind of dog it was. It was like one of those dogs that the cops use. I don't know if all dogs are canines or that's a kind of dog, but it's like a cop dog type of fucking thing. And the thing ran up to the fucking door and tried to bite. It kept snarling and biting through the door like we had to close it on its face, and it still kept coming and trying to bite. So we pushed a little harder, and then it pulled itself back in, and we slammed it closed. My heart's pumping. I'm hyperventilating. I'm like, yo, I can't believe it. There's no way. What the fuck we gonna do, man? What the fuck we gonna do? He's like, yo, we could just leave. I was like, nah, fuck that. We already got into a house. Once we here, we not leaving unless we get shit. I'm not breaking into a house just to leave like a fucking loser. You know, so we were thinking, and there was two freezers in the garage. You know, like where you'd see, I don't know where you'd see them. They were like a chest, like a big chest, like white. You lift it up and it freezes, frozen food. So we took a bunch of hamburger things with us. And the other guy wasn't that scared. He kept telling me, calm the fuck down, it's about the dog, calm down about the dog, because I was bugging out. And we opened the door, well he did, because I was too scared. And there was a sliding glass door straight, and then there was the basement was a little that way. So we threw the fucking hamburger meats, we had a bunch of fucking hamburgers, and we threw a few by the sliding glass door and opened it to try to lead him outside. And we tried to call him, we're trying to call him, come on, we got food. And we're like, where the fuck is he? I was gonna run if I seen that fucking dog try to bolt at us. But we go to the stairwell, and it's right at the top of the stairs, holding that fucking stairwell down like it's fucking gonna kill us if we step one step on that fucking staircase. And at that time, I already had I grabbed the pocketbook. I should have took the bag. It was a Burberry bag. But I didn't know. I didn't have an e-commerce store yet. I wasn't good on price. I didn't know. But I reached in thinking I hit the jackpot. I think that was the secondary bag. Because all I had was a bunch of Klonopins. You know, obviously I took those. But it had a pill bottle of Klonopins. Not full, but I had a lot of Klonopins. So while we were at the stairs trying to get this dog down to either get him to go into the basement, lock him in, or have him go outside in the backyard and lock the fucking gate. As we're doing that, I hear beep beep. Oh shit, I pushed the guy, not pushed him away, pushed him. I'm like, yo, let's get the fuck out of here. Someone just pulled in the driveway. That's a lock fucking thing. That's the button you push when you lock. And then I bolted in the garage. Went out the same way I went into their backyard, jumped over into the other person's backyard, then their front yard, then I turned the corner, and I turned the corner again. we always left the key in the ignition in the van, so it was, if we had to make a quick getaway. And I was like, yo, why isn't this fat motherfucker anywhere to be found? Like, where is he? I was just going to take the van because I thought he might have got caught. I'm like, 2 people don't have to get caught. If he got caught, I don't have to run in and say, it was me too. You know, I'll take care of him. You know what I mean? Like, I'll make sure he's got food, you know, commissary and shit like that. But as I was going, or first I'll look around. I'll drive around and see if he walked a different way, ran a different way, I mean. But as I was walking to the van, he's walking out the front. He was walking out the front yard. I'm like, yo, what the fuck you doing? He's like, man, just let's get the fuck out of here. I'm like, yo, you stupid, man. And that's what happened. Someone did pull up and they were locking their fucking door. We had to get out of there because if we were in there while that person was there, it turned into a home invasion. And that's a fucking way worse charge than a burglary. So we got in the van and we left, you know. But she did report the burglary because the hamburgers and everything else, the installation was out. You know, it's obvious you weren't burgled because you don't know if anything was taken other than your pills. But you know, that was another burglary that I got arrested for. But that was crazy. That shit was crazy. So a lot of crazy shit can happen. Anything can happen. Someone can come home while you're in the middle of it. That's why I take only 5 minutes. I grab whatever the fuck I can get and get the fuck out. If I miss something, I miss something. There's a billion houses. I could do 10 houses a day. You know, I used to do it like a job. Put on work clothes, my plumbing clothes, and hop in a work vehicle and just rob houses. My first 3 houses were the best. I got thousands for each of the houses in jewelry. You know, thousands of dollars. I used to chop it up into itty bitty pieces into like booger snot, look, you know, like itty bitties, and they'd have to test all the pieces on the stone and put the acid on it to make sure it's 10 or 14 or pure 24, you know, or fake, you know. It would take time, but I'd have it in a baggie separately, each thing that it was, and I'd take the gems, if I had gems, and I'd sell rubies, sell, you know, diamonds. I got $1,100 for one diamond one time. That, you know, that's when I was doing it, you know, in the beginning when I did it by myself. Those first 3 houses I did by myself, or first 4, or whatever the fuck. But that's a video. I hope you enjoyed it. You requested it, so I gave it to you. That's how I did it. And I hope everybody else enjoyed it as well. And like you guys know, I'll say it again, if you guys ever want to hear a certain type of video, a story, you know, I don't tell nothing fake. That's why, you know, you don't see me making up fake Bozo Chronicles. I can't remember shit right now. I got to wait until I remember more shit that I did, and then I'll make those kind, you know, more of those. But as I do shit now, as shit happens now, I tell them. But I hope you guys enjoy yourselves. You know, I hope you guys enjoy my channel. I hope you guys keep watching. I love you all. I love you all. I have fucking almost 40,000 views on my channel, which ain't millions, but I mean, I'm just a guy. I don't got no breasts, no ass, no long, beautiful, fucking straight blonde hair. You know, I ain't a girl. I ain't a girl showing her shit off or you know, or doing some other shit. I'm telling stories about my life, and that makes me feel good that at least I'm teaching people. I'm also entertaining people. So I love you guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope you guys have a good day, and I'll talk to you later.